see what we got going on today. So we bought the funded, bro. Let's see. Let me just open my stream real quick and close this. Boom. I'm a bit late today, but I think we're chilling. Give me 1 second. So we bought the funded, by the way. This is our funded here. It's pretty much blank, but this is just a normal 50k account, which I'm really happy to. We still have our personals of around 65, 66. And I was watching these Geo shorts, but we just ended up displacing. This was my target here. We just ended up displacing without having an entry pattern. I was seeing this buy sell liquidity rate into this 50-minute VG. Buy sell taken here, so for me it was clear that we're about to be bearish soon. But maybe a market execution here, that would be at most, but now it's a bit late. So Euro, I'm waiting on retraces to be looking at buys here. Let's just go over the pairs, right? Because I'm a bit late. I had to go to the bank earlier today just to deposit money so I can buy this funded. So we need to see what do we want to trade. So first, AU is a pair I saw from the morning because we have this really strong buy sell liquidity rate, and now with an inversion we would have strong influences of looking for higher prices to target this. But for now it looks bearish, and I'm not willing to be bearish here, not willing to be forcing any trades. I also do like gold, how we swept all this massive sell side, and now if we see some bullish intent, I'm actually willing to be buying some gold. Now with the funded account also, we have our arsenal open to a lot more pairs, so that's gonna be one positive of this as well. DAX here just looks completely bearish, like where we swept all the supply side inversion, 50-minute gap. It's just looking like it's gonna reach lower. We might have had an opportunity here, but I just was late. Not really. It's already displacing, already rated all the supply side. Maybe if we see a retracement, so DAX becomes one of the setups I'm looking at just to target the sell side. We're pretty much clear on reaching the sell side. Let's see higher time frame. Again, pretty much clear. We did take this low, but I wouldn't really be worried about anything. I would say we're drawing here, of course. We're drawing here higher time frame, so if we get like a retracement or some shit, I might be trading. So Euro, we're waiting on a retracement. I want to see this internal getting raided. That's gonna be my criteria. G, we're not really gonna be trading it. AU, same. UK is already massively bearish, so I'm not looking to be trading UK. Neither. Maybe UJ. Let me move these to pause here. So AU looks weird. Geo looks, oh bro, what is happening with Geo? Why is Geo melting so hard? Boom, probably gold and DAX are the most favorable pair here. On DAX I would trade if I would see like a retracement. I don't know, there's some things I want to familiarize myself with. MT4, I know. MT5, I know there's a way you can make price show your I'm not sure how to say it. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT how to show how do you say, I don't know, how do you show profit. So for example, when I click here new order and I add a stop loss, I should see the number of dollars that I'm risking. So how to show number of dollars on stop loss in MetaTrader 5. When I'm setting it here, I know I've done something on the phone where I would see toolbox and order show floating and low, not one click trading panel. When you are about to place the order, let's say limit, and you select your stop loss, it usually shows you your profit. Now it just shows pips. I don't know if I know this is happening. See, because it shows stop loss at points. So go to the top menu, tools. Where is tools? Where the fuck is tools, bruh? Go to the top menu. Oh, here. Options. I don't see any fucking options. Or repairs control O. Let's see, maybe we should download this. Yeah, maybe we should download this and then log it on maybe on PC would be better. So let's, okay, so DAX already also reached our objective, Geo reached our objective. They all kind of just melted, and probably Euro, I don't know if I'm down to keep buying into something like this. We will see, but looks like already got played out in a couple of minutes on DAX. In like 2-3 minutes already played out. Gold, we do have gold, so if we break higher gold here, I would like this is a very consistent trade idea. Just a market structure shift to target the spice of liquidity and maybe even the highs here, but the rest just look like Geo massively fucking melted, and we're gonna see. For now I just want to install the MetaTrader 5. I'm sorry if I don't know it's boring for you to watch something like this, but yeah, I just transitioned to MetaTrader 5. I never really used MetaTrader 5, but it's pretty cool. I know that's what I know, because that's why the advantage of also you have, I think we have 3-minute time frame on MetaTrader 5, which of course is a bonus. That, and also we have oh my god, this looks absolutely fucking gross. Oh my god, bruh, this looks gross. I'm gonna log in real quick on my funded. So let me see, do I have, okay, I have the proper monitor. So copy, log and connect with an existing account, and I had the password somewhere.
Incoming mail.
I think we should be fine, yeah. But now, oh my god, I don't wanna I don't wanna have to go through setting up a MetaTrader right now and making this dog shit. Get the fuck out of here, bro. What is this? Black on white. Yucky. Yucky. It's better like this, to be honest. Yeah, but it only sets one, and it's so fucking annoying. I don't understand anything. Okay. So realistically, coming back to our sheep, my saying in Romanian, I'm probably only gonna be trading gold here. If you get like a strong break to target the spy cipher, it's like clear bullish order flow. It's a very simple trade. But oh shit, oh my god, we have reached this higher target. I didn't even see it. So this makes us actually be a bit more inclined towards souls, and kind of forbids our buys, because we did take this higher time very high, and it's clear that at this point is very risky to be buying. So I'm not sure I want to be taking this buy though. But sad that these all just fucking melted. Look at Geo, what is this, bruh? 60 pips. So yeah, probably we're just gonna, I don't know. So if I click new order, so it's different, is fill or kill. The fuck is that? It doesn't show me my stop loss. Wait, that's weird. Why doesn't it show me my stop loss? That's actually pretty weird. Let's see. Let's just look. I'm most likely gonna execute on my phone though. Let me see on my phone. Yeah, let's just keep watching gold until that happens. I think on my phone, when you should be seeing still your, you click that, okay, so on a phone it shows you your USD, how much USD you're risking on your stop loss, which is a very important tool, but apparently on PC it doesn't really show you it. So we're still probably gonna be executing on my phone because it's just simpler, because I don't think here we have that option of seeing properties. When you execute, that's what I care about. But I think the execution looks weird. It's not the same as, I don't know, the terminal in a sense. Execution. No, it's not like, yeah. I'm probably just gonna keep it for fun. Now it's not a priority to do it, so we're gonna see. But yeah, our gold trade pretty much gets invalidated by the fact that we did take this high, and when we take this high, it's more likely to actually print bearish, and us inversing and targeting this low. That's a more likely idea at this point, so that's what we're probably gonna wait for. Even if we buy, it's gonna be something really short term, and it's gonna be into these highs. We're gonna see, depending on what we see, we might be buying towards this buy side, but I would not prefer buying once that the higher time frame target got reached, so it just becomes something really risky. So yeah, I'm still gonna trade it personal. As I said, I'm still gonna keep trading this, and yeah, we're just gonna trade our funded from now on. I think things are gonna go pretty well. That's what I'm pretty confident in, that things are gonna go pretty well. Until then, I don't know what to do here. Background, I would use like something not even dark slate gray. That looks horrifying. I think I'm just gonna copy my settings from my NT4 though. It doesn't matter, I just need my settings. Boom. White. Oops, the fuck did I do? Grid. How do I do none though? Oh, okay. Grid none. Bar up white. Bar down. Bull candle. I'm sorry if this is boring for you, but we got nothing better to do at this point. I mean, we're still gonna... Okay, this looks way better. Okay, this feels like home right now. Templates, I think I can save this template, dark, and just save it like this, and we're chilling. This is pretty much all I need. I don't need more than that. Pretty much everything just stays the same. The rest, it's kind of annoying that we don't have that. Oh, we do have, like, we don't have. I would want to have something show up on the screen, and yeah, it's different compared to the terminal. When we use the terminal, we do have this nice platform, so I don't think we can do pretty much anything. But we're probably gonna use this and the PC version. Here, I'm curious if there's any way where I can make this stop loss show into real dollars here, if you guys have any idea. So instead of showing stop loss at blah blah blah, it shows the amount you're risking. So I'm not really sure. Chart settings, stop loss and TP levels, trade positions. I don't know, let's just check these and see. Still kind of showing the same. I remember, I know I did this, but I'm not fully sure. If I did it, so I'm probably gonna still do it like this, maybe screenshot it and send it to ChatGPT, and we're gonna see, and send it. The chart colors are pretty nice on this. Yeah, it's inversing, so oh, not this one. It looks like this right now compared to phone, where you actually see USD amount. This helps to calculate risk. Doesn't natively show the dollar amount. The mobile app is a made more user ways to get out of risk. Further isn't tool settings to make it show up, but here are some options. Tools option under profit, solid currency or both under the orange label where in the terminal you see a dollar value. Yeah, so apparently you can't. That's just what we learned. So it's impossible to do it. It's impossible to see risk here. So I'm probably gonna always really execute on my phone. There's no really workaround to this. Sadly, I would have wanted to just keep executing on PC, but apparently if you're gonna execute on PC, you have to calculate your risk manually, and it's just a waste of time. While on phone, if you are when you place your stop loss here, it shows you the US dollar amount here, how many dollars you're risking. Seeing that dollar amount, you can readjust risk, and it's gonna show you here. Yeah, you can basically calculate risk with this, but when we don't have that option, we can't really do that. Yeah. I don't know how to do that on really show you right guys how it's looking, but it's just gonna show a dollar amount here and you can calculate risk with that. But apparently on PC that option is not available, I would say, or at least we're very likely not having that option. History, journal, what is this, depth of market, oh shit, manage drawings. These are just things that we're probably not gonna see. Yeah, we're not gonna see that most likely, but it's still fine. It's all good though. We don't necessarily need that, but we're seeing gold inverse. I do like, as I said, I do like these shorts. I just don't like price action for now. I mean, it's a shitty inversion. I do want to see some movement. I do want to see, for example, us do something like this, come back, and then. So right now I'm also really focused on consistency. I forgot to talk a bit about trading in itself and how I'm gonna look to trade this period. Let's see. I mean, our target again got reached here, which gets invalidates the trade. We do have a potential retracement trade towards this POI, but I'm not sure I want to take it. Yeah, it's a pretty small idea. So AUD, oh shit, AUD USD fucking melted, bruh. They all melted very hard, and we had this equal lows here. I didn't even notice. AUD USD was clean on being bearish, but it's just iffy. We had this potential entry here, but underneath Asian lows after liquidity was taken, it was clearly very risky. But it's all good. We don't need to hurry to trade. That's what I wanted to say. Like, one very important thing when you buy a funded account is being able to maintain your composure and not, when you buy the account, come here and try and force trade. That's very important. This looks good. Like, even if this gold trade really buys, I would be more inclined to do this buy right here with a 2.8 rather than trying to short here. Even if we took that high, I'm pretty confident that we're gonna come and reach back here. I don't know if it's just too risky to be considering this idea or not. Like, as a scalp, it looks good. The only thing that kind of fucks it is higher time frame. The fact that we took that, I think maybe even all-time high. Yeah, all-time high. So it's very likely we see that bearish intent come here. And I don't know if I want to take my chances on buying here. If we wouldn't have that range high getting taken, that yeah, that all-time high getting taken, this buy would have been way better. Like, this just is very unlikely that we managed to fulfill into buy side. That's the sad part, but we don't really look like we're gonna have a trade right now. Maybe we're gonna have some continuation, but it's gonna be for New York definitely. So at least this gold is the only one that really shows potential. Maybe I would be willing to do this on the personal if we break on the smaller account that we have. If we break for the funded, sadly this is a very big red flag, and we see we're actually inversing this hourly to the point where it makes this short, makes the buy a bit more probable rather than the sells, I would say. The opposite. It makes sells more probable than the buys. So actually, probably the better idea is waiting for that retracement and trading over this hourly inversion here. Because think about it, these are very good signs to be bearish, because we have higher time frame high and an hourly inversion to confirm lower prices. We have a relatively easy low to target here. this is going to be our liquidity, or maybe even that 50-minute VG. So I think generally this can be our target for today. So Asian lows, we can look to be trading this bearish, I would say. More inclined to be bearish considering what confluences we have, but we need to see some sort of retracement into this, like proper retracement. Out of like gold is the only pair I'm looking to trade, and I can say I'm a huge fan of gold. So we just gotta be a bit more cautious on it here. I wouldn't really short even if you break right now. As I said, I need to see like a retracement. For me, a retracement is bullish order flow, so I want to see price come retest, then switch structure again, and then I'm willing to be down and enter and target these Asian lows. But we need to see that retracement. Unless we see it, I'm not gonna be trading, because we see um, yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about. How I'm gonna treat and how I'm gonna take a payout on this account is by relentlessly being focused every day on being consistent. That's how I'm gonna do it, by being relentlessly focused on staying consistent. That's the only thing that matters for me. The P&L, the outcome of the trades, nothing matters except me being consistent and giving my best every single day. That's the mindset I'm gonna use to pass this account, because now I also have proof of what I've been doing, and I have proof that it works, and it's such a good system to the point where you don't care about anything else rather than being consistent and doing the proper actions, and that you taking those actions just inevitably cause profitability. So if I want to be profitable and pass this account, what I have to do is stay consistent and be focused on the process. That's how I think now, right? So yeah, this just looks weird. It's a weird, I wouldn't say our draw here is enough for us to be buying. I would say we're probably more likely to be shorting against and towards this area, or at least Asian lows. Asian lows I would target here if we get an opportunity, but I need to see something really clear here for me to be trading, because yeah, we can also do this, have a small reaction, come back to liquidity. Like there's a lot of outcomes that this trade can happen, and I don't think it's a good necessarily a good trade to be taking. So unless I see something really clear, I'm not gonna be trading this. The buy, low probability. The sell, better probability, but I would have liked to buy if again we didn't have that red flag. But us having that red flag, we would probably need something like this to be trading. So another like a big swing higher in a sense. So yeah, I'm gonna go take a break, and we're just gonna wait until then. See what happens. doesn't look like much. It just looks like it's stolen. So I don't know if I want to trade anyways. That's the thing. I don't want to force anything, and I don't see a lot of opportunities because the market is just melting. Most of the pairs, the only real pair that is stagnating or offers a bit of opportunity is gold, but I'm not sure I want to be taking this though. Yeah. I don't see anything. So, yeah. Why I'm so confident that things are gonna go so well is because I've built a kind of an emotional or psychological system to the point where it's almost impossible not to be consistent. Why do I say this? Because the system involves you building a mental model where the only thing you care about is consistency, right? And you transmuting your desire. So instead of you fighting against, for example, your desire to turn profitable, many people do this, and I did it myself. For me to not have emotional problems, I would just try and detach and remove the desire for profitability, which doesn't work because that desire is inevitably gonna be there, and you're gonna have to fight it every single day and pretend like you're not profitable. Well, now I did another thing that really reinforces and makes things 10 times easier is that now I take that desire, which is a kind of unlimited amount of energy, and that energy always there, and I transmute it and put it into being consistent. Meaning, whenever I feel myself like, oh my god, I want to pass this funded account, I take that. Oh, if I want to pass the funded account, I just need to be consistent, and I take all that desire and all that energy and put it on being consistent, right? So then every time I would get this desire of, oh my god, I want to make money, I want to pass this account, I would take that energy, and instead of trying to fight it, oh, I don't actually want to pass, I'm just like trading. Instead of being like that, I just take it and put it on what truly matters, which is the process. So it's it's like you flowing with the current instead of swimming against it. It's just like it's such a powerful system, and that's why I'm so confident that I'm gonna pass this account. It's not because the best trader ever or whatever. It's just because I trust myself and I trust that this system is so good that it's gonna keep me being consistent no matter what really happens. Even when we're gonna go live, even when we're gonna be in profit on the account and have the ability to take a payout, I'm still gonna be consistent, right? And that's just a mental kind of cheat code I developed now that I'm understanding a bit more about desire and how it actually works and how you can reinforce it to stay consistent, right? Because that's what we all need to do, and that's what it always came down to. You turn profitable when you are consistent in your approach, when you take the same trades every single day, when you don't lose yourself, when you don't let emotions push you into bad decisions, when your executions don't doesn't leak. And how do you do that most efficiently is by um, taking that pressure to pass the funded account, taking that pressure to make money, taking that desire and putting it into consistency, and reinforcing and rewiring your brain to the point where the only thing that matters is consistency. And why would you do this? Because money is just a byproduct. Money will come naturally if you have a good, consistent process. So by doing this, we're actually putting our focus on the thing that actually gets us money. So if we want to make money, we just have to do the proper actions that get us money. So that in reality, if you look at the equation, the only thing that truly matters is your process and how consistent you are in your process. So if you want to make money, just be consistent in your process, and money is going to come as a byproduct. That's how I rewired my brain to see things now, and that's why I trust myself so hard that this account I'm actually going to pass, because I'm not going to force trades anymore. The only thing that really matters to me is consistency. That's how I rewired my brain to see wins and losses. A win for me is a day where I took the most consistent and most probable decisions, regardless of what the outcome of the trade is. I don't know if that make any sense. So that's how I wired my brain to the point where the only thing I just care about is being consistent. That's why I trust myself that I'm gonna pass this account, no matter what happens. Because I'm not gonna be here in 4 trades because I'm here just to take care about taking the best trades in a sense. And I don't know if this gold trade is the best trade. It's probably not. It's probably just better to sit on the bench. I would say we're still drawing lower, but I don't know if I want to necessarily be part of that potential move, because our stop loss is a bit unsafe unless, I don't know, we do like some really clean structure here. I'm not taking these shorts. Hell no. And the other pairs just melted, so we're probably gonna see some continuation patterns throughout New York, maybe even a retracement trade if we have a proper retracement trade. But for now, yeah, we're just chilling. We don't want to be traded. It's just stupid to be trading unless, of course, gold like gives something really clear. What I don't like about gold here is the that we don't have displacement throughout this inversion, and that we don't have significant rates on liquidity. So our stop loss, if we place our stop loss here, is going to be slightly unsafe. But we do have this pretty good inversion at the top of the leg here, and this one, which we can definitely be holding lower. But we're gonna see. I don't really like that our stop loss is not entirely safe, but it's not bad either because we do have this zone. I would like to see us spray this buy side though and come back deeper and then take the shorts, but it does depend. I don't know if this is a trade I want to necessarily be taking on my funded. That's what I was thinking about. This is something I want to be taking on my funded. I want to see a deeper retracement anyways. I want to see a bit more structure that really inspires confidence in me taking this London low as a target and us not reaching into that buy side. So it's a hard point to manage in a sense. Not sell side liquidity, sell side. So if we come here and sweep, I am considering taking these shorts. Is we do have two very strong influences on the higher time frame, which is a all-time high getting taken and an hourly inversion. The only thing that it really kind of sucks about this trade is that we don't have such a clear drawn liquidity, and we have to target something intraday. We can also target this or these lows, but this just looks like a bit too much resistance for me. And I would say like Asian lows would be fine here as a target. So that's really what I'm looking at. I would like to see a deeper pullback. Now this would be probably the best case scenario if we come sweep these highs and from here have like an entry pattern, and from here I'm just taking this small idea, which is probably 10 pips as I usually trade. So that's probably what I'm waiting for here. I don't want to see this wicks getting re-rated. I don't want to see a strong close above this wicks. This is similar to a Jew trade that we had, where I have a video on my channel or live stream reading the market as an insider. We have very similar buy side liquidity here, so we're gonna see. Maybe we have, I'm not saying we don't have, and it's a decent trade. It's just something we have to really be careful at around that area. Basically, I would say that if we have proper breaks lower, we're very likely on reaching towards London lows and this beneath this consolidation here, but we can also find resistance around Asian lows. So it does depend. I don't want to see. So if we rate this buy side, I'm considering this trade. If we don't, I'm not taking it. I don't want to see that buy side liquidity getting rated and that strong inversion get tapped. If we just melt, we melt. Now, on the long term, waiting for a retracement is better here. Or there's also an opportunity of, for example, taking a trade like this, but it's 1.3R, which is garbage. We don't, I'm not really willing to do this. Maybe on the personal, sure, but now it's already leaving, so. It's looking like a pretty good break. But I think it's already too late, and I wouldn't have taken it on the funded anyways. The buy side liquidity rate on the long term is not it. It's definitely not it. It's already looking like it's melting, so I don't know for it. This looks like a breakaway gap, like his price is just gonna hold, and we were too late to be executing on the personal, but it is what it is, right? We don't need to be part of every single trade, and again, despite a liquidity sweep here, on the long term is clear what the right choice is. I'm willing to kind of scalp on my personal and do like this 1 to 1 hour or some shit like this with the stop loss above the inversion. Yeah, so I'm looking to take this on the personal, definitely not on the funded. Like, come on, that's just troll. I'm just waiting on the gap to close, get a retracement. I'm gonna execute this 1 to 1 hour. I want to see us pull back into this gap, and I'm just gonna market execute. I'm getting ready here. You can see stop loss above the inversion. We should be fine. I want to see us pull back deeper into this. This doesn't look like a breakaway. It looks like a good gap, so I'm waiting on that pullback. If we break it. Is what it is. I'm not looking to be forcing any trades, basically. I'm gonna see us pull deeper into this if possible. Let's say around this, and take profit is gonna be these lows. Oh wait, these are pretty nice lows here. Maybe we can target those. We can maybe even do a limit here, like this. I would say stop loss is gonna be above this order block, which is where you're gonna do 2, maybe even 3 if we actually reach it, but I don't know if we're gonna reach it. Let's do 2. 3 is too much, I would say. And take profit, I would just put it on these $112. Yeah, so I placed the sell limit, I think, on this. If we break, I wouldn't mark it. Yeah, this looked like a breakaway. Maybe I should have marketed earlier. But I don't know if we're gonna get that retracement though. Gold doesn't very much retrace. But again, personal trade, because we didn't get that buy side liquidity sweep. This, I don't think it's a bad decision. Choosing not to trade this. Yeah, it's probably just gonna melt. This should have been, in my opinion, should have been a market execution. Maybe here on the second candle. I should have marketed, because we would have gotten the same field we have right now. So maybe we still see that, but I just don't think. I think we're just gonna melt, and our idea was correct. Once again, that's what matters. My idea was correct. Okay, and they're playing. Did I take the best decision? Maybe. Limit, maybe not the best decision here. I would have marketed a bit. I should have probably marketed a bit earlier, but it's all good though. In the long view of things, that probably should have been a market. It already looked like a breakaway, so maybe on the second candle here, where anyways I would have had my sell limit on the second candle here. I should have marketed, but it's all good though. It's a personal trade, so we don't really care that much about it in a sense. I was thinking that this can be a good potential retracement trade into this buy side liquidity that we have. So we'll see. At this point, I'm probably gonna leave my order. I don't think I necessarily wanna leave my order open here. We should have marketed. And that's pretty much it. We'll market, of course, if I don't know, price does something or pulls back deeper and gives us confluence, but other than that, we're not really looking to be trading. On the personal, we're gonna play a bit more compared to the funded, but yeah, this should have been a market here. We would have already been like a 1.5, but yeah, sometimes you miss it, right? If you miss it, if you don't decide fast enough, you're just gonna get missed. That's why markets are powerful sometimes, because we see this would have been a double trade in a couple of minutes, where I should have marketed, but it's all good though. This would have been the trade for today. I mean, at least on the personal. I don't know if I would have taken this on the funded. With Spice Liquidity Sweep, it's just, yeah. On the long term, the better choice for a funded definitely would have been to wait for this. For that, we couldn't really get a market here anyways. That's what I was thinking. We couldn't have really gotten, so if we would have gotten the market, it would have been at a 1 point something stop loss above the inversion, which again makes things risky because our stop loss is liquidity. Yeah, this is definitely a riskier trade. But for the personal, it would have been a 2R, like straight out of the bat. I'm thinking maybe even on the funded though. I mean, my bearish bias was pretty strong. The only thing I didn't like was the spice of liquidity. So we needed to see it? Not necessarily. I don't know. I mean, the fact that we're inverse here pretty much shows that we're not gonna reach. I still think it's a more consistent decision to wait for these to get swept. Yeah, it's still a more consistent decision, a better decision to be taken on a consistent basis. For a fund that is to wait for that. For the person, I would have said it's a risk I would assume in a sense or take. But for a fund that is not, I don't think it's about being too peaky. I think it's about really knowing that these equal highs are very risky to trade into. I don't know. I'll think about this, but I think for now it is the better idea to not be looking to trade off that buy side liquidity. So now, again, on a personal, I'm down to be buying off this inversion to target this buy side liquidity. If we inverse, right, this is for me, it's a pretty good counter trend trade. I'm not sure if I want to do it on the funded, but it's a 10 pip setup. What do I mean by the 10 pip setup? Is the setup that we talk about when we see external liquidity get invaded and we target unmitigated POIs and untaken liquidity. In this case, our POI is technically unmitigated. We don't have a strong mitigation of it. We just have these lower mitigations. I wouldn't consider this as a valid mitigation, and we do have buy side liquidity right in our POI. So if we actually buy, this can be good even for the fund that I would say as a retracement trade that I'm generally pretty confident in. The only thing that we should be careful about is this. So maybe this can be a good retracement trade. Let's see. I'm actually thinking this is a pretty decent trade. If let's say we take this trade, it's gonna be a 0.5 risk even on the funded, because yeah, just easing my way into execution basically. Probably gonna be marketing here on the personal. Okay, I think that's a bit too late, but it's a bit too late, but we're gonna see. So now we can buy here. For the funded, I would want to see a bit more structure. We need like 0.7, 0.5, okay. I don't really like the close necessarily here, so I'm just gonna be waiting. I'm waiting on the 1 minute candle close. On the personal, we already executed. but I do kind of like this. I think this can be a solid trade. So I'm just being a bit patient on seeing the 1 minute really confirm that FVG, so getting like a pretty decent reaction out of it, and I'm executing. I'm executing right here. No! Oh my god. Okay, now I bought. But I think I bought. Didn't I buy too small? I bought a 0.5. We got fill like here. We're gonna see. Chart. Boom. Stop is gonna be below here. Now it's not looking like a great reaction, but I still do believe us. For me, this looks like a good retracement trade. Entry could have been slightly better, but let me just take care of the scaling as well, the personal. Put a stop loss. Like a 1.25. I think it would have been better to take a more proper entry, but we're gonna take what the market's giving us. I mean, what we have in front of our eyes right now. So I think this is a fine retracement trade. The simple idea for both, yeah, both of the accounts. It's a very simple idea. We should be continuing. We do have a bit of FVG here, but this FVGs I would actually like to see. Why I say I like them is because I like that price action is voided, so price can deliver back into these highs here. It's a 10 pip setup, so it might be riskier, or there's a couple of things that can be going wrong with the trade. We should have maybe waited for that higher low to form before entering the trade, but I still think considering the how the trade is looking, it's a good 10 pip setup. So now it's just up to letting price see if he wants to print and work in a sense. We're gonna see, just give it time. Doesn't really care that much, but yeah, it's probably an L, to be honest. Should have waited for a bit more structure here for the higher low, but yeah, it is what it is. Or we might come back and retest this area, so we might have a deeper pullback. I don't really see how we're gonna react, but there is always potential, right? I think the buy we should have waited for, yeah, as the general rule for my for my buys here is when we're going against trend, we need to wait for the higher low to form, especially when we have momentum on the bear side. I think we might be fine on this trade because context really carries the trade, and an entry like this makes it possible in a sense to take riskier entries, or the context of the trade and the buy side liquidity draw is solid for me. So I think that's why we might be okay. I don't know why we don't see uh, funded next updating here, or do we see? Because I don't realize. It says network error, but I don't know why. Let's see. Yeah, definitely not the best trade to start the account with, but I'm not gonna get upset up because of something like this. Yes, so already took a L 300.06 loss first day of the funded. Didn't really expect it, but yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm gonna come back in New York.